Where does Hamas get billions of dollars if Gaza is so poor? Hamas makes $2 to $2.5 billion a year. This is a huge sum compared to the size of Gaza's economy. Hamas took over the Gaza Strip in 2007. Gaza's per capita income was almost identical to that of the West Bank. It has fallen to only one-third of the West Bank's. So where does Hamas get the money? 1. Palestinian Authority. The PA budget is the largest source of money for Hamas. This may surprise many people. After all, Hamas violently expelled the PA from Gaza in 2007. The PA controls the West Bank and has no power over Gaza. Yet Hamas receives more than $1 billion a year from it. These sums are transferred through the Israeli banking system. They pay the salaries and pensions for 40,000 Gaza government employees. They also cover some civilian expenses. The PA also pays for Gaza's water, power, and medical services. This money is transferred to Israel, which provides the services. Since the only government in Gaza is Hamas, it ends up in their hands. 2. Qatar. Qatar is Hamas's largest foreign sponsor. The Qatari aid used to be delivered in cash. Carriers brought it in through Israel in suitcases. Today it's transferred through banks under UN supervision. It's also done with Israel's approval. The total scope is estimated at $400 million annually. This money finances welfare payments. It pays the salaries of Hamas civilian and military wing employees. It's also used to buy fuel for the Gaza power plant. 3. Customs duties, taxes, and kickbacks. This source of revenue is largely unsupervised. It comprises duties and taxes on imports from Egypt. These are brought in through the Rafah crossing. Hamas also taxes smugglers of goods. In the past, these smugglers operated through tunnels, but the Egyptians destroyed the tunnels. Smuggling now continues through different ways. Many of the goods imported via Rafah are high-tax items. These include fuels, cigarettes, etc. All these taxes go directly to Hamas. 4. Import taxes. Hamas also taxes imports from Israel. These enter Gaza through the Kerem Shalom crossing. The Gaza side of the crossing is operated by 2 families. They're the only ones authorized by Hamas to do so. The Israeli and Gaza checkpoints are 435 yards apart. A drop-off zone for the goods is between them. Combined with taxes on Egyptian imports, this is a major source of Hamas funds. It brings in about $500 million a year. All these taxes are illegal under international customs regulations. They're supposed to be collected by the PA. Instead, they provide Hamas with a steady source of funding. It's used to pay for military equipment. 5. Iran and other foreign supporters. Iranian aid and donations from Hamas supporters are the 5th source. It's difficult to estimate the extent of these funds. They're transferred in convoluted and roundabout ways. Some of the aid is in the form of military equipment smuggled into Gaza. Some is cash transferred through money changers. A large part of it is cryptocurrency. Hamas uses crypto to pay for goods such as food. These goods are then legally imported and taxed. This frees up the money allocated for civilian services by the PA, the UN, etc. Hamas makes a show of distributing humanitarian aid. This ingenious scheme works perfectly. Hamas appears benevolent to many Gazans. It legally receives millions through Israeli banks, but it's free to spend this money on other things.